Chatty, can we start with you? Just what you were going through and how close you got to getting back to playing. We saw you try to kind of push through it in some morning skates, and obviously it never came through.
Like my injury, or no, just something in the hip. It's hard when you get that. Just like you said, trying to skate through that. I just couldn't even get to that speed where I would even be capable of even helping the team on the ice. But I was able to get back on the ice before the last game, and hopefully it was going to be another game or two before I can return. I was super close for sure.
Just to elaborate, do you feel like you'll be able to be healthy through the off season, or any procedures in the?
No,
nothing
no,
like
yeah,
that?
nothing bad. It was take more time right now to rehab, a little extra time, and then I'll be good to go.
Can you just disappointment is nothing you want to talk about, but that's got to hurt to know your role was so critical and to be feeling like you were close and then not be able to contribute in that series.
Yeah, this is the best part of the year. We grind all year with the boys, and making as far as we did and being able to play against Florida. It was tough watching, but I tried to be there and support all the guys in the way I could, and just be positive around the room, and work as hard as I could every day to try to get myself back to be able to help the guys and play.
Jordo, Rod said after Game 5 that he came into this season, the offseason with all the guys you lost, and he wondered, can we make the playoffs this year? I know there's disappointment now that you got close and didn't get over that hump, but is there some good in that you guys really turned over a lot of your roster and now have the ability to maybe build on it with the amount of cap space the team has and all that?
Yeah, I think it goes. It shows. The core guys that we have here are really good players, and then we were fortunate enough to bring in some great players as well. And it's been. Yeah, it's been obviously a little frustrating right now, and just trying to unpack what happened the last month or so, and then all season long. But there's obviously you want to be in these situations. You want to be in playoffs. You want to have a chance at all the things. It's just it's not easy to win, and we'd love for it to be easy. But I think, like you said, there's opportunity to always get better, and the group we have and how it played out this year, we have a great opportunity to take the next step. And but yeah, it was a positive year. Didn't end the way we wanted to, but a lot of good stuff.
Jalen, coming last season, you lost two big pieces on the blue line, Pesh and Shea. And now this season, you have two other UFAs, Orlov and Burns. In the future, we don't know what the future may hold for them, but can you just talk about how kind of the group came together this season after losing two big pieces, and kind of what you see from the core maybe moving forward?
Yeah, losing those two guys was big shoes to fill, but the guys we had in the roster left and the guys we brought in, I think we all stepped up. We played our role, and it's all about what you can do to help the team. So with a few guys, you never know what the team's going to look like next year. Hopefully everybody's back, but I think it's just moving forward. Whatever group we have going forward, that's the guys, and we got to go out there and we're going to go play hard and play our game and just work together.
Jordan, over here to your right. A lot of young guys you guys had to play, not only throughout the whole season, but during the postseason as well. How vital is it for young guys, and how much did they learn how precious these opportunities are in the postseason? Because sometimes a player that's so young might think this is something that just happens normally every year.
Yeah, I remember getting that speech when I was 18, 19, going to the finals those couple of years, and you have some old Grizzly guys like me telling you this. You're like, hey, and then coming here and being out of it for 6 years and about ready to lose your mind, and you're not wrong. This stuff doesn't just happen every year. You hope it does, and you work for it every year. But so we got some great young players that are coming up still, and they learn pretty quickly, and they're loving the feeling of playing playoffs. And I think once you get that taste, it makes you want it that much more. And I think we obviously have some guys that have been here for a while too, and searching for that first one. So it's all a good recipe for hopefully getting over the hump.
Jordan, a few years back, when this kind of run with Rod first started, there was a lot of positivity from the outside about the team, about how you guys were taking the game to a different level, high energy, things like that. Are you surprised of that narrative flip that happened this year with the idea that you're boring, the idea that the system doesn't work, et cetera, all those things? Does it surprise you guys that this team, a lot of what teams around the league are doing now is what you guys have been doing? Did that surprise you?
No, I mean, the media is interesting sometimes, and there's stories that that get clicks and narratives that get clicks and eyes, and you run with it. But I heard Roddy say, like, Florida wasn't doing a whole lot different than what we were doing. Obviously, they're an exceptional team, got great players, but the system and their mentality is very similar to how we play, and obviously a few different changes and different things that they do. But the idea that we were born, I mean, we're literally chasing pucks all game long, and it's not where we're sitting back, and it's a fun game. If you step in the Carolina Hurricane building and watch the game, you won't be bored.
Jordan, I'm wondering, after 1,300 plus regular season games, does off-season look any different to you? Are there adjustments you've made from being younger in your career? How does it look? How does it change?
Yeah, I mean, it has changed. Just taking care of myself. I realized I have to skate more. I mean, it's just that as you get older, you have to be on the ice more, and and then the training wise has been, there's a few adjustments here and there physically, but I found it's just my brain, and it's just like to turn it off as best you can, get away with the kids and enjoy my family and time and all that stuff is the biggest thing, because it's a long year, and you run into one of these rides and your brain is on all the time, and you're so focused. You wake up today and it's such a different feeling just waking up today knowing you don't have a game or this and that, and what am I going to eat, and so just turning your mind off is the biggest thing for me, I think. Physically, obviously, a few different things training wise has changed as I've gotten older, but the mind is the biggest one for sure.
Jordan, does coming up short against the defending Stanley Cup champs, and then also having been on all these teams that have been real close, does that create some clarity now of what you guys might be missing, or what you might need to do differently as far as, like, hey, we need more scoring, we need more defense, or we just need to try harder?
Yeah, I mean, you could always improve your roster. I mean, there's always there's 30 teams with a lot of great players on them that you can always think of, oh, he'd be a great piece or whatever it is. But I said before, I mean, you want to keep giving yourself a chance. You want to keep creating and getting the best players you can, and giving yourself the opportunity to win it all. And it's not easy to do, and it's unfortunate the way it's been played out here since we've kind of gotten on a roll. To get to the next step. But if it was easy, anyone would do it, and anything worth anything is going to be tough.
I know you guys only were around him for a couple months, I guess, but what did you see out of Nikishin that gives you a sense of what kind of player he might be able to be in this league down the road?
He's physical. He's got a heavy shot. He's a great guy around the room. His English may not be the best, but you can easily talk with him. And he's willing to get better. And he's already proved playing over there that he can play the game. And me watching him up top, just how he got better every game, and how elite he really can be. And it's going to be fun being able to play by him and on the same team as him, and all that good stuff.